Hello, I'd like to welcome you to the law office of Don Dennis's YouTube channel. I am so glad that you decided to join me and check out this broadcast. If you've never been to this channel before, what I discuss is how the law affects your business and basically how the law affects your financial dealings, meaning your money, and how to best protect it, grow it, and maintain it under the law, and how different things occur in society and in the news that could adversely affect you or that could work out for your benefit. So if those are the types of things you're interested in, you are on the right channel tonight. I'd like to thank you for watching. I want to give a big shout out and a thanks to all of my subscribers. I appreciate the support. And if you haven't subscribed, please be sure and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and most importantly, hit that notification bell so you know when a new video has uploaded to this channel. I have been working and serving clients as a business attorney for over 10 years. And before that, I worked as an engineer. So I bring my unique experiences to you, to my viewers, to help you make the best possible decisions you can. As you can tell from the title tonight, you still have to use your brain. The AI lie. We have a very interesting subject, something that is in the news every single day: artificial intelligence, chat GPT. Everyone is trying to find a way to use artificial intelligence to get work done more effectively, to streamline the process of what they're doing, and possibly to reduce and eliminate workforce and the need to hire and spend money in their business. However, what people are not taking into account is the fact that artificial intelligence is not perfect. Artificial intelligence is based on software that goes to different websites, scrapes information, meaning takes and extracts information from websites all over the internet, compiles it. And then when you type in a question, when you have something that you're interested in finding out more about, it spits out an answer. So the output is based on the input. However, what happens if the input that was used to come up with your answer is not 100% correct? What happens if they take information from a website that who knows who the author is? Someone just randomly typed up some information. It looked appealing to the eyes and it pertained a little bit to the subject, but it is not exactly right. Let me give you an example. Say, for instance, you wanted a recipe to make chocolate chip cookies. And chocolate chip cookies and cookies in general are near and dear to my heart because I used to have a cookie company and I used to sell cookies in high school and a little bit in college. And in my cookie recipe, I put flour, brown sugar, white sugar, cinnamon, allspice, nutmeg, all types of seasoning. And then after I stirred it all up, I put it on the pan, sprayed the pan, put it on there, put it in the oven at 335, 350 for a certain period of time. I don't know, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, something like that. So what if you're using artificial intelligence and you want to make cookies and it gives you all the ingredients, but it leaves out flour and you've never made cookies before? Or it gives you all the ingredients, but it tells you to cook them at 200 degrees for an hour or for 30 minutes. Half of the information was true, but the rest wasn't true. So you have a half truth. And no one is vetting or checking this information per se. No one is checking the reference material that is used to come up with these answers. And that therein lies the problem. I'm not saying that every single output that you get out of chat GPT or some other artificial intelligence program is wrong. But what I am saying is that you have to be careful. And as the title said, you still have to use your brain. You still have to think and do some independent research on your own to figure out if what you're getting makes sense. If the information that you've received is logical. And if you don't do that, you're putting yourself at risk of making a big mistake. Think about it. You find an idea, you have a brainstorming session, you have a whiteboard, you come up with a new business idea that you can fuel primarily off of artificial intelligence. And you go there and they tell you how to come up with a method of doing something. But what if that information is not right? And now you're telling people, hey, look, I'm selling something to you. You can go out and use this information to write a term paper. And you can use this information to make cookies, to make food, to build a construction project or something like that. And it's wrong. And it doesn't work out the way it was supposed to. You are exposing yourself to all types of legal liability. What is liability? The chance of being sued, the chance of negative publicity, the chance of people, protesting your business or, canceling you on Twitter, on Instagram or YouTube or something like that. And you don't want all that. So the way that manifests itself from a legal perspective is that you could be sued for false advertising. You're advertising to the public that your service works in a certain way, but in reality, you really don't know if it's going to work like that. In addition, you could find yourself in trouble with the Federal Trade Commission for unfair and deceptive trade practices. Is what you're saying deceptive? Can someone make a plausible argument that you're lying because you're telling people that your service can do something that it can't? So these are things that you have to be careful of. Artificial intelligence is attractive. It is a somewhat shortcut to get somewhere. But at the same time, you have to make sure that where you're going actually works. If you like what you're hearing right now, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. The like button lets me know that you appreciate the content and that it makes sense and that you are learning something that is helpful that you can use. Now, what would an attorney do? Well, how can an attorney help you if you are trying to use artificial intelligence to build your business? Well, one thing that an attorney might advise you to do is to let people know in the contract or in your terms of service, if they're using your website or your artificial intelligence project, let people know up front, you're not making a warranty. You're not guaranteeing anything with specificity. People still have to do their own due diligence. What you're providing is simply a tool to assist, but in no way are you guaranteeing the final output of the project or the final output and all of the accuracy of the information. You are merely providing a tool. So you want to look at that. In addition, you want to make sure people know that they can't just take that information. For example, let's say someone wants to write a book and they use your AI software to get information. Well, how do you know that the artificial intelligence didn't go to someone's website and copy someone else's book? And now you take that information and write your own, you could be liable for copyright infringement. So because if you are the business putting together the artificial intelligence product, you're not necessarily sure where all the information came from, you have to disclaim that information as well and let people know, look, I can't guarantee that you won't be responsible or liable for copyright infringement. You have to use this at your own risk. Because if you're a business and you don't put these disclaimers out there and you don't let people know, you are exposing yourself to all types of liability that you don't want to expose yourself to. So we're going to make a few videos dealing with artificial intelligence and some of the things to look out for. But first and foremost, this video was pertinent because I had to let you know you still have to use your brain. Artificial intelligence is just that, artificial. It is not 100% real. If you look at some of the terms that we're talking about that I went over today and some of the products that you might be familiar with that you've used, they have this type of language. At least the smart ones do in the terms, because they don't want to be held responsible if there's a problem, if there's a mistake. Think about a practical example. You go to ChatGPT or you go to some other artificial intelligence platform and you search how to install car brakes. Well, if that information is just scraped off of different websites, the way that you install them, they might have left a step out. They might have left some fluid out that you needed or other tools that you needed. And if you went ahead and installed them and the brakes failed and someone got into a car accident, are you going to turn around and sue that company for providing you false information? Yes, you might consider it. And that's why it would be to their benefit to say, look, this is merely a tool. This is just information to aid, but it's not a guarantee, because no one can take the physical time to check the accuracy of all the websites from which data is being pulled. In addition, none of these tools is able to gather information from every single website that exists. So there are realistic limitations to the information that you get. Again, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, and if you are in need of assistance, if you have questions, please feel free to throw them in the chat, throw them in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Let me know if this is helpful. And again, this is Don Dennis. I'm signing off, and I look forward to seeing you soon.